Although the journey might be tough at times, it is important to remember to keep pushing on. This is me rebuilding my bench for what feels like the 1,000th time. Because once upon a time in 2023, I hit a 250 bench at 190 pounds. And while that's not an incredible feat by any means, for me, it always was because I always had trouble building my bench because of my shoulders. I finally got into a really good groove, and then I finally hit 205 for 10, which was not too far off from the benchmark of 225 for 10 that I was hoping for. But this little winning streak wasn't going to last long because it was only a few months later when I tore my pec. It left me devastated. I was in disbelief for a month trying to work around it, but inevitably making it worse and prolonging my healing process. After everything finally healed up in February of this year, I finally touched the hundreds on dumbbells and got it for a good 6, but I was starting to have another issue. My left arm was going numb. Not my right one that I tore the pec, but my left arm was going numb. It felt like I was losing complete control of it, and if you watch, it wiggles like hell when I do my press. I didn't know what could possibly be going on, so I kept pushing along and trying to fight for it, even though my body was rejecting everything I was doing. Again, I tried my best to just work around it, but it continued to get worse until just before my 30th birthday, the whole left side of my face and arm went completely numb and dead. I thought I had a stroke, so I drove myself to the hospital, which ironically I probably shouldn't have driven. But after talking to some specialists and everything like that, they determined that they had no idea what the fuck was going on with me. But a physical therapist figured it out and realized that I had nerve compression starting from my first rib on my left side. And as for the face, I don't know, it could have just been another pinched nerve somewhere up near the base of my skull. But regardless, I pushed on. I did what I could. I also obeyed what my body told me, and I tried to train hard again. Until I couldn't, because after this set of 100 pounds for 15 on tricep pushdowns, I was completely fine until the next day. When I shit you not, my right elbow felt like it had a screwdriver driving straight through it. And it's only been until recently that this tendonitis flare-up has calmed down. So here I am, embarking on my journey again, rebuilding my bench for the seemingly 100th time. And to be honest with you, it's made me learn a lot about myself. I don't need to work out 4 or 5 days a week. I think I'm better off with 2 days a week, which is why I'm doing the split I'm doing. And instead of really focusing on pushing progression so fucking fast, I'm just slowing the hell down and letting everything take its course. Sometimes when you force things, it really forces them into a bad direction, and that's why you have to stay patient and honestly let your body guide you.